Hey YouTube, y'all really have to excuse how your girl's looking. I am looking busted. Look how I feel. I'm tired and I can't even go to sleep. I'm studying for a 3-chapter test in the morning. But I just wanted to come on because I totally forgot to give an update on week 4 of nursing school. So my week 4 started off with a test over 1 chapter. I remember week 3, my last update, I actually posted it on YouTube already. Week 3, we ended up with innate nutrition. So I did what I could do with nutrition. Nutrition was really hard for me. So we back to fundamentals of nursing, finishing that up. The first test, I ended up getting, what did I make? It's a good thing I keep on everything recorded on my grades. The week 4 with the nutrition test, which ended nutrition. I made a 70 on that test. I'm telling you, I made a 70 on that test. So that was my lowest score, which was the nutrition. But I'm glad that's over and done with. And then the next day we had labs. We ended up doing blood pressure, checking a pulse, the radial pulse, apical pulse, and things like that. And we also did a presentation. I'm going to include a picture. We did a presentation where I actually presented for my group showing different diets: pureed, clear liquid, full liquid diet, normal, mechanical, soft, things like that, different diets. Okay, I remember something about nutrition come through. So that was on that Tuesday. On Wednesday, I went to clinicals for the first day, which that video would have already been up on my channel by the time this one goes up. But we had clinicals that Wednesday for the first day, and it was very, very interesting. But like I said, I'm already a CNA, so it's like right now, while we're in term 1, you know, that's just CNA reflection. So term 2, that's when we really get into the nursing thought process when we're at clinicals. And then the following day, on that Thursday, I had a 3-chapter test, which brought us back to fundamentals, and I made a 90. Listen, y'all, it was on like legalities in nursing. When I tell you, that test was hard as shit, but your girl came through, pulled through with a 90. With a 90. I'm definitely going to have to make a video explaining my study habits for fundamental of nursing. I don't know if it's going to work next term, but right now it's really, really helping me with my fundamental grade. So I made a 90 on that. And then the next day, on that Friday, we had another clinical day. It was really good. It was a very good experience, my first 2 days in clinical. What's up? I believe that I am in week 6. I believe I'm in week 6, y'all. What it do, YouTube? What's up? But so we started off the week Monday. We had a 2-chapter test. Jumping back into fundamentals, and I made an 84. No, that was over 3 chapters. We had a test over 3 chapters on Monday. I made an 84 on that. It was one of them that I actually changed my answer. I'm getting a lot better, so I would have had an 86 instead. All of the ones that I got wrong, I just honestly didn't know the content. So that was my best. That was my best effort, honestly. Tuesday, we had clinicals. This week, we had clinicals Tuesday and Thursday. No. What am I talking about? Monday, we was out for Martin Luther King. Monday, we was out for Martin Luther King Day. Tuesday, I came back and took a test over 3 chapters and made an 84. Wednesday and Thursday, we did clinicals, and then today we did a lab day. So when it comes to clinicals, I don't really like clinicals as much as I thought I would, only for the simple fact that I'm already a CNA, and you know, when you're in nursing school, before you become a nurse, in my honest opinion, you have to learn the basics. You got to learn how to be a CNA, you know what I'm saying? How to do basic care for people. So of course that's what the CNA training comes, you know, handy or whatnot. And I honestly feel like the best nurses are nurses who are not afraid to get a little dirty, who doesn't feel like changing and cleaning people is beneath them, because that is the basics of nursing care. That's the basics of nursing care. You know what I'm saying? So I find it very strange when nurses feel like they are above cleaning someone. It is what it is. But as a CNA, you know, I already know how to do a lot of the skills that we're learning this first term, but it's a lot of skills that I haven't used, like using a Sabina lift. We don't have those at the job. I've never even seen one before. I've never even heard of one before. I know the Hoyer lift. I actually thought I've seen the Sabina lift, but I didn't know that was the name of it. I've seen 2 different type of lifts. What I now know as Sabina and the Hoyer, but I thought both of them just were named the Hoyer lifts, even though they look different. Don't judge me or even ask me why, but that's just what I thought. But yeah, so that's about the only thing I take away from clinicals, is just knowing how to use the lifts and being able to use them. Learning different diets, that's another thing I know to look for, and what each diet means, what it means for their gastrointestinal system, and things like that. But anything else, making a bed, ambulating a patient, transferring from the bed to the wheelchair, bed care, peri-care, all of those things I do already at work. So I just feel like I'm in clinicals working for free. And that is really a bad, I just really had to have a talk with myself, like, why am I not liking clinicals? And I realized it's because I'm feeling like I'm doing all this work for free. Like, I'm not learning anything. I'm just using skills that I already have for free. Does that make sense? And it's really selfish. So I really had to kick my own ass, y'all, just to kind of get out the way, because it's a learning experience. And granted, don't get it twisted, I am learning a lot, because I am definitely a firm believer that you don't know it all. You know, I'll never say I know it all as a CNA. There's a lot of skills that I do not use working as a med tech at a assisted facility. You're just not going to see that much like you would at a nursing home, which is where our clinical rotation is now, at a nursing home. So, of course, I'm learning a lot. But, you know, those just my feelings, and they haven't gone away just yet. You feel me? Not yet. They haven't. And then today in class, it was very interesting. We did sterile gloving technique. So anytime you have like surgeries or any type of open incision that you're caring for, you're going to use sterile gloving to avoid further contaminating a patient's body. So we learned how to put on and take off sterile gloves. We spent like 15 minutes on, you know, refreshing ourselves on doing vital signs, blood pressure, radial pulse, apical pulse, looking and checking for a brachial pulse before you check the blood pressure, knowing normal and abnormal values for respirations, pulse, blood pressure, things like that. So we just kind of refreshed on that, which is great. I love that. So that's been my week. And this week has been like a really, it's been fast paced. Like test, clinical. That's how it's been this week. Test, clinical, test. We had a test, 2 clinical days, and another test. Sorry, I'm being repetitive, but I'm literally like, girl, we did do a lot. So I'm repeating it. I'm like, damn, we did do a lot as I'm repeating it. And then next week is, y'all pray for me, because, well, by the time y'all see this, next week been come and gone, but Monday we have a test over 2 chapters. Tuesday we have clinicals. Wednesday we have a chapter, 1 chapter test, but it's over wound care. So, you know, wound care is very, it's a specialized field, so it's a lot of information. So it's just 1 chapter on that. And then we have clinicals, and then we have a test over here. We start human anatomy next Friday. We have a test over human anatomy. 3 chapters. So it's about to be a very fast-paced week. Oh my goodness, it's going to be really fast-paced. So I'm just trucking along. This week was really good. I just felt like it just wasn't enough hours in the day, you know? Do you know? I just felt like, ooh, it just wasn't enough time to get everything done. Get in your online grades, go do your quizzes online, get all these case studies done, write papers. We're writing nursing notes now about clinicals, how to chart as a nurse, doing CNA skills, and then preparing for a test. On top of all of that, it's just getting real. So stay tuned, you guys. See you next week. What it do, YouTube? So today marks the end of week 7. You know, this was a really good week, but I'm just feeling really, really good. Like, today marks officially the end of fundamentals. So now we didn't knock down 2. We didn't knock down both nutrition, and now fundamentals is officially done. So I ended with a 76 overall nutrition, and I ended with a 87 overall I made a 78. I ended with a 78 overall in nutrition, and I ended with an 87 overall in fundamentals. And my average is an 82. So I'm sitting at 82 right now. I wish I could be at a high 80. If I would have did a lot better on nutrition, you know, I wouldn't have to fight so hard. But I made a 92 today on my last fundamentals test. My last 2 fundamentals tests were both A's. I made a 90 and a 92. I made 90 and 92. My last 2 are both A's. I made 4 A's out of 9. Everything else was no less than 80. So I did really good with fundamentals. I really, really like it. So Monday we'll be doing our first test to human anatomy. So that's good. We are moving along. Like, it feels good. It feels really good. Like, just to have everything moving. Everything is going smooth. We have now lost 2 of our cohorts. Because, you know, you have to be at a 70 by the end of each section to continue on. So we are 2 students less. So now we're down to 22. We started with 24. But I just think it's all on timing. Like, I don't look at, you know, failure is definitely in the eye of the beholder. Because I don't look at, like, if you say you find that the timing is just not right, and you decide to just go ahead and drop out before you fail. That's how we lost the first girl. She just had too much going on in her life. And then you have the second girl who just didn't make the cut. She tried her best, but she didn't give up. She just couldn't make the cut. Like, to me, that's not a felony. The first girl, now is not the right time. She's going to come back when she's more equipped. The second girl, she's not planning on giving up. So when we're in our 3rd or 4th semester, she might be starting back over. She could come back, you know? Like, to me, that's not failure. Failure is only accepted when you stop trying. Like, you know, failure is an eye of the beholder. And I look at failure very different, I'm sure, than others may look at failure. But to me, they are not failures. On a lighter note, clinicals is going really, really well. But I have to be honest, I don't like clinicals as much as I thought I would. Just for the simple fact that I'm already a CNA, and everything we're doing right now in clinicals is CNA work. You know, once we get into the 2nd semester, you have to, we'll go ahead and get into the actual nursing. You know, we'll start following nurses. So right now, when we get there, we're paired with CNAs, and we do CNA work. And I already do that at work. So I feel like I'm doing this 2 days of the week for free with no pay. I mean, I just can't help that I feel that way. Now, on another end, it's a lot of skills being a med tech. I pass meds. And I do work at an assisted living facility. Right now, we're in a nursing home. So a lot of the population I work with are elderly, but they just need assistance. They can walk. They got their mind. Some of them, most of them got their mind still. Very lovely people. Whereas in a nursing home, you know, you could deal with from young to old. It's just not the elderly population in a nursing home, just people who's sick. They're more total, they require more total care versus just assistance with daily activities. So I'm not gonna lie, I am utilizing a lot of skills that I normally would not utilize at my current job, but it's like, I'm ready for the nursing stuff. But don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the opportunity to be able to utilize my CNA skills at a more wider variety, you know, of skill sets that I have to complete to get past semester 1. My teacher said something very interesting to me today, and we're practicing writing and getting really good at nursing notes. So they want us to be able to go in the patient's chart, look at them, assess them. Not now, of course, I'm only in semester 1, but they're getting us ready for that. By the end of semester 2, we should be able to do a complete assessment and write a nursing note, you know, come up with a nursing diagnosis and a care plan, things like that. So my teacher said something today, like, you know, I do really good nursing notes, but she would like for me to check on the patient. Like, because we supposed to pick one patient, we do all their vitals. If the vitals is irregular, we got to go back, tell the charge nurse who has that room, tell them to give them pain medication, and then you check or make sure they got their blood pressure medications, and you check back with them in 30 to 45 minutes, and you reassess them as you would a nurse. The only problem with that is y'all got to assign with CNAs. So we're helping the CNAs go. By the time them 30-45 minutes gone, we're getting up 3, 4, 5 different people. She got a whole list of people she got to get up. So it's like, it's kind of hard to infuse CNA roles with a nurse role because it's 2 different roles. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So that is the only thing about clinicals right now that I do not like. They want you to be paired with a CNA, do CNA duties, but think like a nurse. How, Sway? How? So that's the only thing I dislike, and I did bring that to my instructors. Attention, and she definitely understood where I was coming from. Because I love my instructors. Like, I couldn't ask for better instructors. I really couldn't. I love them ladies. They're great, wonderful human beings, and they have a passion to really, really spread the wealth. One of my instructors, she's retiring next year, so she's trying to push through some more nurses. And one of my instructors, she started at the school I'm going to as an LPN. She graduated as an LPN from the school I'm going to back in the 80s. And now she has her bachelor's degree. And the other one has a master's degree in nursing. And they're just wonderful. They really are. But that wraps up this week. I will see you guys next week. What's up, YouTube? I did a poll, right? I woke up Monday feeling so excited, ecstatic. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a post because I got the community. Thank you guys again for the 1,000. So since I got the community, I'm like, let me do a poll. Let me see if anybody really, you know, looking at a girl post. So I did a poll and I said, should I do the weekly or the monthly updates? And most of the people voted for the weekly. Now, I was really excited about doing weekly, but I'm just going to keep it monthly because the editing, I work doubles on the weekends. Listen, y'all. I have officially made 2 months into nursing school. It's crazy. I have 9 more months left. I got 10 more months left. It's a 12-month program. I have 10 more months left. Like, first term ends in 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks left, you guys. I'm lying. We have 3 weeks left. We have 3 weeks left. Next week, I have a short week. So we have 2 clinical days and 2 test days. And, so we have a test on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday we have clinicals, and then Friday we do the endocrine system. And everybody who's ever taken human anatomy knows that the endocrine system is the beast of human anatomy because it's just so detailed and knowing what glands produce what organs and hormones and what those hormones do. So I'm going to be making flashcards this weekend, being that I have an extra day Monday. I'm going to go ahead and prepare myself for that test as well. Because like I told y'all, I'm trying to end human anatomy with the A. Right now I'm sitting at a 92. So Monday, we took the test over the lymphatic system. And no, what am I saying? Monday we took a test over the nervous system. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The lymphatic system we test Tuesday when we go back. But Monday we took a test over the nervous system, and I made an 84 on that. You know, everything else has been 90s, 95, 98s. But that was an 84, and it brought my grade down to a 90 overall on human anatomy. And then I took the test yesterday over the cardiovascular system, and I made a 90, so it brought my grade back up to a 92 overall in human anatomy. So I'm really happy. So I gotta keep my A's going. This week I just felt like, I don't know, I was a little discouraged a little bit in school, just feeling like I'm the type of person, I don't like commonness, like being on the same schedule, same timing. At a nursing school, to be successful with children at that, being a single mom at that, it is vital to be successful in a nursing program. It is vital to keep a schedule. So that's kind of going against me, you know, because I'm very organized, but I don't like being on the schedule, and every day is the same shit. It's the same schedule, same thing. You got to make time to study. You got to do this. Like last night, I stayed up, and I'm only working on 5 hours. So if I'm not making no sense, 5 hours of sleep, please forgive me, because I stayed up late last night getting all of my online homework done for the rest of the semester, which is 3 more weeks. I got all of that done because next week, I told you my schedule for that week. The week after that, we have clinicals Monday, and we have a test Tuesday, a test Wednesday, a test Thursday, and a test Friday. So there will be no time for getting any work done, online work done. You need to be studying. We have a test, 4 tests that week, and then that following week is the last. We have class Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and the term ends Wednesday. Like, it feels good. Like, I've gotten really close with 3 other classmates. Like, I'm cool with a few of the classmates. I wouldn't say a majority, because majority, you know, I'm leave it at that. But I'm few with a few classmates. But it's 4 of us that's just like this, you know. We really are alike in a lot of ways. One of them is a young girl, then the rest of them are like more my age group. And we just kind of took her in. Really nice young lady. Got her head on her shoulders. All of that. But just walking with them, I remember when I was coming up to the school to register, I remember just looking at the other students with their rolling book bags. I'm like, I can't wait till that's me with my little people that I hang with from my cohort, and we're doing stuff because we all went at the class today. We had lab today. We went after class and just, you know, went up to the library and printed some paperwork off and stuff like that, because the library cool and everything, but that's money when it's free to print at school. Our school allows us to print for free, so I printed out a lot of stuff today. Like my study guides for these next upcoming tests, they're already printed out, done, ready. So I am ahead of the game right now. As of now, I'm ahead of the game. I'm working this weekend, and then I am taking Monday off. I may do something with my kids, but for the most part, I'm just going to be studying and relaxing. Studying and relaxing. I've been having tire problems all week, so if not today, definitely tomorrow, I am going to get a new tire, because this tire is not my friend. Do you hear me? Like, it does not like me. But hopefully you guys have had a great week. I know by the time you guys see this, I'll be finishing my first term, but you know, just giving an update, letting you know my thoughts for this week. But yeah, it's just way too much. I have tests coming up. I like to go walking too. Like, I try to go walking at least 2 or 3 times a week, because I had to end my gym membership because baby just ain't got it. Like, I don't have any spare money right now. I have a food bill. I don't get food stamps. I have a food bill. I'm working on that though. It is what it is. I have a food bill. I pay my bills by myself, working 2 days a week. I have rent. I have light. I gotta put gas in this car. So, and I gotta eat. My kids gotta eat. Not some days, but every day. So, I don't have any extra money. I just really don't. I don't have any extra coins. But I'm rambling. Sorry, I am a little bit sleepy. But I'll see you guys next week.
It gets better. It gets better. It gets better.